Okay, guys, and welcome back to myspeechmarketing.com. In this step, we're going to go over how we create our actual landing page in Spanish to reach the Spanish market. You can use this training for any language, but I highly recommend that you use it for the Spanish niche because it is really, really thriving. As you saw in my previous intro video, the results that I'm getting with these type of campaigns, um, they are profitable, but like I said, I recommend Spanish. You could venture into other languages with this training. Also, this training is good for people that hate to type. English is not your first language, or you suffer with dyslexia like myself, and probably a few more other things. But let me tell you, explain a little bit to you about a squeeze page or a landing page. A squeeze page is different from a landing page. In marketing language, us marketers, we use a lot of different types of jargon. So what may mean something to me, is how one particular way I was taught, or depending on how that market. So if a popular marketer goes and uses a certain word, and that becomes the way he trains his his team or whatever, then they'll use that term too. So try to understand that a squeeze page and a landing page are the same thing. It's just the landing page is where your potential visitor or customer is going to be landing on, like your home page. The squeeze page is like a page that you want to put, sort of like a bridge page leading up to that. So they are two different things. If you really want to get a better understanding, just do a Google search. Google has the answer to everything, and you'll see a lot of different people's opinion on that topic. So, but in this process, we're going to give them something in turn for them giving us their email address. So we're going to provide them with something free so that they can give us their information, and then we'll continue to follow up and market to them. Okay, so the page builder, we're going to be providing one inside of this package. Now, if many of you have a page builder, if you don't have one, I can recommend a few. The one that we provide here is Instant Squeeze Page Maker. Now, I'm not affiliated, no way, with this or nothing. This is just what we're providing you to get up and running. Let me show you. When you first get this inside of your resource document, you would click and open it up, and you'd be prompted to this page here. I mean, the software will open up, but you'll still see this prompt here, and you can just close out of it, or you can donate. It's your preference. St. Jude's is a really, sponsor a child. That's just your choice for using this tool. Now, it's not mandatory. Like I said, this tool has private label rights that I'm passing on to, not the private label rights, but the software itself, so that you could, because I have the rights to it. But then if you just want to go with this, then you can click here. It says we offer a much more comprehensive squeeze page solution. So you click there, and that would take you to Squeeze Page Power Pack. And I believe, excuse me, guys, it comes with an HTML editor and probably a lot of other things. And I believe it's $25 or $29. See here, it comes with a delivery page, so you'll have a thank you page, FTP tools, that's always handy, and a lot of bonuses. So it's really worth the $29.95 that you'd be spending. And like I said, I'm not affiliated with this. It's just an option for you. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about some other page builders if you don't have one. You could If you like WordPress, Optimize Press is really good. Thrive Theme is really good if you like WordPress. WordPress has a lot of free plugins that will build pages, really, really nice squeeze pages. So if you're comfortable with WordPress, then, those are some options there. I like WordPress. It's just the key to this is finding a page builder that you like, that you're comfortable with, and you can understand, the process and how it works, and just use it. It doesn't have to be the latest and greatest, as long as you're providing good content. If you're providing stuff for free that's quality, they're not going to say, well, hey, this page builder's not, don't look, the latest and greatest. And in this version that we're providing, it's just a simple page with the web form displayed on the actual page itself. Through some testing that I've done, and a lot of popular marketers also probably do agree, there is a two-step process that some of these page builders provide, and this probably will too, if you upgrade to that. I'm not sure, but the two-stage process would be, they would come to a page just like this minus the opt-in form, and they would see their headline, and they would see the image, and then they would, whatever they're getting or whatever, they would just be prompted to click a button. So this would be a button, and then they would click that, and I'll be going over that inside of a following video when we create a squeeze page inside of Landing Page Monkey. But it's just a two-step process, and it's supposed to convert better, like I said, with the testing I've done, yeah. But I've also had pretty good success with just an opt-in form on a page too. So as you guys saw from my results in the other videos, so it's just really not about the page builder, it's about the content that you give them. So let me see, did I mention all the page builders? So yeah, so you've got Landing Page Eye, ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, Convergely, Igloo, Igloo. Also, here's one that I really recommend for this training. This resource document will be available for you. Landing Page Monkey. Flexi is one that I really recommend for this training, for people that hate to type or struggle with dyslexia. Flexi is simply a virtual page builder, voice activated page builder. Simply speak and build. So that is, and it's really reasonable. I don't think it's even $50, so depending on your budget is how you would approach using your page builder. So but if you just want to get started, this is fine. So here's our actual software tool here. So here's the headline, so we can enter our headline here. We can enter our image file, which has to be hosted, because once we create our page, we can upload it. Now if you get one of those paid page builders, a lot of those provide hosting inside of their platform. So if that's the case, then you don't have the image files, like you can host you can host your image files inside of your autoresponder. So if you have GetResponse or Aweber, or if you have a WordPress site, or IMGUR, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's a free place that you can host your image files and stuff, and they have to be available to be on the World Wide Web. They have to be public, so you can't like upload them to your Google Drive or something like that. They have to be on something like, so if you were going to use one of those paid page builders, you could do this inside of GetResponse or Aweber. You would just come over here, and inside of your dashboard you would click on My Account, and you would see this drop down, and you would go to your Multimedia Studio, and then this is your back office here. You can host videos, audios, images. Now videos, you can't really host that big of a video, probably a minute I believe, but you know, you can host your documents and your images. So let's see what we've got. So I've already uploaded our image file here, and I also uploaded the actual PDF that we're going to be giving them, their ebook, when they, you know, opt in. So this is an option that I'm going to go through, and then I'm going to show you how to do it in FileZilla too. So for the sake of this video, we're going to just use GetResponse, but let me go over FileZilla and show you how to host it in your domain. So in one of those videos before this, we talked about a domain name and all that. So if you are comfortable with, you know, a domain, you want to then get FileZilla and come to your domain, and once you have found your domain, so if it's your first domain, you know, if you don't have add-on domains, then you would go to this folder here, public HTML, click on that, double click, and it will open up, you know, and you'll see all your directories. Well, since this is an add-on domain, I just upload straight to this directory, to the domain. So I'm going to double click on that, and that opens it up. So here's where my server is. Now this side here is all my files on my desktop and my local machine. So this is all local, and this is what's in the cloud on the server. So the path is my speech marketing or your domain, whatever it is, and then when you know, if you just have a brand new domain, you'll see something like this CGI bin. You won't see none of these other directories. This is a secure socket layer, so if your domain, if you want it to have, you know, inside of the HTTPS instead of HTTP, you know, semicolon // it would have a secure socket layer. So that's what that is. But what you would do, you know, it's not optional, but Google is cracking down. You know, they are wanting you to do that. You know, a lot of host providers give that to you for free for a year or something like that. So so we're at my speech marketing, and then what I've done is I just created a directory and named it product. So that's the directory that we're going to be hosting our images in. So let me show you how to create a directory inside of your, make sure you're in your domain. If it's your first, you go to public HTML, and then you just come anywhere in this box here and you right click, and you'll see all these drop downs, and it will say create a directory. You just click on that, and this would be the file path, you know, myspeechmarketing.com / your directory. So you can name this, you know, whatever you like, you know, but we're not going to create one because I've got one here. So once you created it, and then you just come and double click on it, and that opens that folder up. So now you're inside of that particular folder named product, and I've already just uploaded these two, this PDF and this image file. So we could grab that. I think I've got them copied in a notepad. So here's what it would look like. HTTP HTTPS semicolon / your domain / your directory, meaning the, you know, the file, the folder that you created, then / again your image name. So you can name your image file whatever you like. In this case we named it capital LPS, and then what kind of page is it, or image page? It's a .png. So always remember that. You know, it's always your domain, your folder, your / your, you know, page, what you named your page, and then you know, PGM. It could be a GIF, it could be a JPEG, you know, whatever that is. So that's, you know, that's that. So we can just come here and grab it, and let's see if it's live, and we'll go to our web browser, and this is how we can check and see if our images or whatever is live. So here is a live view of what the actual, you know, picture would look like on the World Wide Web. So that's that. But let's grab an image out of GetResponse. So you guys, so I'll show you both ways just in case you do have a page builder that provides hosting. So this is a quick and easy way. If you do have a paid page builder that provides hosting, then I recommend you just grab this. You come here to your autoresponder, find the image you want, or you upload it, and then right click and then just copy image address, and that's real. Then once you've got that, we'll paste that into our page builder. So now we got our image. I kind of did it backwards because we need to get our headline. So let's go back here. Now this will be included inside of your myspeechmarketing.com package. Now this is the product that I've chosen. Now you don't have to choose this. This is just what we're using for this training, and you can use it if you want to get up and running. So instead of opening up Voice Note 2 and speaking something in, like I said, you can if you'd like, but for this training I'm just going to go ahead and copy some of this. So discover the easy way to generate a buzz and build an so we're just going to copy this for our headline, come over to our software and paste this in. So now you have an option right here to change colors. So I'm going to leave the headline red, but my body text I probably want to change that to black. And then you can also set the whole page color, so you'd set all that, and all your text would be the same color. So that's that. Let me close that, and I'm gonna grab, oh wait, I missed a step, guys. I'm going too fast. I missed the whole translation process. I'm sorry. Let me remove that. So we're gonna grab our text from this page here, put that in, and then we'll go to Google Translate and paste that in. So then we also have another translating tool that is available inside of your document. It's called Translate English to Spanish, right here. So either one, we could use. So let's paste that in, and Spanish. Okay, and then you just copy it to your clipboard. So we can use either one, but those two resources are available. And then I like to, this is totally optional, and this is inside of the training resource documents. It's a text formatter, and what I like to do here is I just capitalize the first letter of each word. Many of you guys seen my emails, and they all have capitalized first words in the or letters in the headline. So then we'll just paste it into our software. Now we need to grab our body, so we'll come back over to Google and I'm gonna grab find out how to find affiliates, something like that. Well, no, that wouldn't quite make sense. I'm gonna do this bottom text here, but like I said, we can use Voice Note 2 if we wanted to just speak it all in. And I'm going to come to my translating software, and I'm going to paste that in and translate to Spanish. Copy, come over to our text formatter, paste that in, capitalize, and copy. So here's our text. Now you could chop it up, if you wanted to, make it, centered and stuff like that. You can also show text as bullet points. You can make the first line bullet points. We're just going to leave it default. Let's translate this, our privacy policy. We hate spam and privacy. I'm going to translate that. So I'm going to copy, come over here to our translating software, and paste that in and translate, and then I'm going to copy and go back to our page builder and paste that in. Okay, so now we need our web form, Down here they have sales page URL and no thanks text. Now we don't need none of that because I believe this is for like maybe a sales page or something else. But be sure you don't put your delivery, your whatever we're giving them, don't put that URL in here because we want them to go to this process of giving up their email address. So now we're going to head over to GetResponse and create our form. So in one of the previous videos we showed you how to create a campaign. So now we just come to the campaign that we created, my product launch lead magnet, and now we're inside of that campaign. And to create a form, we just go to forms up here at the top and create form or manage form. If you have a form, you can use that too. If you're just getting started and you don't have many campaigns, you can just create a form or manage a form there. So these are both good options. So we're going to create, and we're just going to create a HTML. Now you could create a fancy one, but for this page building software, we're just going to use a simple email. So this is what they'll see, this email box here. And now we're inside of our form. So we're going to go and pick our campaign. Make sure we find the campaign. So now we're in the product launch lead magnet. And if we wanted to add them to an autoresponder, like for instance, if we wanted to give them their their PDF or their videos or whatever we were giving them inside of their first email or second email, we could load up that in our autoresponder and do it that way. But you can also give it to them here in this thank you page. Now if you do have a better page builder, you can create a custom delivery page, where you just create another page and you put the links to all the stuff that you're giving them or the thing that you're giving them, and you can put a video in there telling them a little bit about yourself or whatever. So you can be as creative as you like with this. So but that's here. So now make sure before you do this, because you have to make sure you change your default settings inside of your campaign. Most autoresponders are set to double opt-in, and for this training I'm going to show you, I do recommend that you do a double opt-in, but for this training we're just going to do a single opt-in. So if you like to do it with solo ads or something like that, they prefer that you use single opt-ins, because they say they convert better. So you'd come over here and let's go back to, let me open up a new GetResponse real quick. So you'd come, you can open up a new one or do this before you actually create the form, and you'd come over here to this little gear icon, and this goes to your settings of this particular campaign that we're in. And then you see all this general, you go down to permissions, and these were by default they were checked. I believe I went in here and unchecked them because I don't know, but I did. So by default these are checked. So they want you to go to a subscribe. So when they click in that box, in this box, I'll show you guys here. We'll explain that. But so we want to turn these off, make sure they're off. And here we have a custom, we can also put a custom URL. So this could be a little confusing. So now you have an option here to deliver something or give them something. But if you turn all this off, this is never going to be relevant. They won't see this. This will be relevant. So, but if you turn this on, they would get an email, and then you can take them and give them their thing here once they've confirmed. So it's not that confusing, but I don't want to confuse you with this because it's kind of simple. Once the more you guys get this and the more you start doing it, you'll pick up on it, and you'll be like, oh, you'll have your own language and you'll know how to do it. So here we're going to put our custom thank you page, and all we're doing here, since they're just going to enter their email here and they're going to get their free thing here. So that's all we're doing with this simple form. But again, if you wanted them to go through, and check their email, then they would have to do that, but in this page builder, it doesn't provide an option to give to give them a thank you page to say, hey, go check your email. Now if those of you that have a page builder with with the delivery page, then you can do this step here and make them confirm. But for the training and most solo ad providers and stuff, they want you to just use single opt-in. So this is just a matter of choice. So now we can either grab our hosted PDF that we have hosted inside of our domain, and let's see what that looks like, and put it in there and give it to them. Or okay, so this is what they'll be getting. It's already translated, and we're going to go over creating this in a following video. So it's already created and translated. We could just take that and paste that in here. Or if your page is hosted somewhere, if your page builder is hosted, you would just come back to your autoresponder, go to My Multimedia, and go to your documents and upload it to this hosting. And then all you do is right click, copy link address. So you want to copy, there we go, copy link address, and then come back to your form and just paste that in. So it's just a matter of preference. Now what we want to do is this subscribe button, we want to grab that and translate that into Spanish. So we'll copy that and we'll come over to our software here, translating tool, and we'll paste in that, and we'll hit translate and copy. Go back over to our form and paste that in. Then we're going to grab email and copy, Control C, come over to our translating software and paste and translate. So we also provide Google Translate too. It's a little faster than this, but this one is pretty cool too. So anyway, so that's Spanish. So now our form is ready, and this is what they're going to see inside of their form. We want to make sure we copy this JavaScript, get all of it, Control C or copy, and then we'll come over to our page builder and paste that in. So now our web form's in there and ready, and everything is translated. All we really have to do is create it. So let's hit create squeeze page, and we'll name this Spanish or whatever, or well, you know what, I'll just name it SP, and just hit save. This file has been created. Okay, and it's, where is it? Let's see. Okay, so here it is here. So let's open it up. Okay, so here is our page in Spanish, and it turned out pretty good. There's our little image, and we could adjust the image and make it bigger, if we wanted to. We would just have to, if we wanted to make the image display bigger when we uploaded it or when we copied it, let me see, from our get response, all we have to do is would double click on the image, and wow, it is big. And then when it's in full capacity, just right click and then copy, and that will make it much bigger, or it would just change the width and the length of it. So that's that. Now we got our squeeze page built. Now let me copy that, and I'll just paste it to my desktop real quick while it's here. And now we just want to open up FileZilla again and I'll show you how to host it on our server. So let me refresh this and get us back Rolling again. Oh, I've already got it uploaded here. Yeah, I've got one uploaded here, I think. Let me see. So either way, I'd have to change the name. Let me go in here, and where did I have that? Oh, here it is, right here. Yeah. So if it's already available on our, if I already uploaded it, let me just copy this. No, this is a PDF. I'm sorry, guys. I'm confusing you. That's the PDF. Okay, so we're in our FileZilla. For some reason, I just got confused. So here's our page. I saw the SP, and that kind of threw me off. So here's our landing page, and we're just going to grab it. Make sure we're in our domain, myspeechmarketing.com / our folder we created. And then here's the entry. So we'll just grab that. And that should be uploaded. So now to get this, the name of this file, we'll open up our notepad. We know it's at myspeechmarketing.com, so we know it's at products, so /. So what we want to do is, we know it's named capital SP, and then we want to just name it. What is it? It's either HTML or HTML, and it is a .htm. So if you wanted to, if you didn't really want to type, because this is little to no typing, you could just copy this and get the name too and paste it all in there like that. Control V. So now we got our URL, and it's hosted on our domain. We could just come to our web browser, and this is how we can check if it is live. And here it is on the World Wide Web. So this is what they'll see when they come to your page. So now we can test it. So let's enter in an email address that I don't use. There's one, friendlysam.com, and we'll just hit subscribe. Okay, so they're brought to this PDF, and that PDF is what we uploaded in FileZilla. Or we didn't, I had that uploaded already, but they have their product here. So everything works. Now, if we were going to do that confirmation page, then they would have to go check their email. They wouldn't see this. They would see something like another page that says, hey, thank you for joining my list, please go check your email, or to get your free thing, go check your email. So that would be the prompt. So that's about it, guys. I hope you guys got all that, and let's continue on to the next step.